Good morning, students. Today we are going to see 8th Standard English book, Prose, Sir Isaac Newton, the Ingenious Scientist. Section 1 we are going to see in this lesson. Okay, let us move into the lesson. On Christmas Day in the year 1642, Isaac Newton was born at the small village of Woolsthorpe in England. Little did his mother think when she beheld a newborn baby that he was destined to explain many matters which had been a mystery ever since the creation of the world. When did Isaac Newton born? He was born on Christmas Day in the year 1642. As a small child, small baby, his mother does not know that he will become a great thinker. Okay, he was destined to explain many matters which has been mystery still now. Okay, Isaac, father being dead, Mrs. Newton was married again to a clergyman and went to reside at North with him. Actually, his father has died. Newton's father has dead. Now his mother also married another person. Okay, he was taken care by his grandmother. She was very kind and she only takes care of Sir Isaac Newton. Okay. In his early years, Isaac was chiefly remarkable for his ingenuity in all mechanical occupations. Okay, he had a set of little tools and saws of various sizes. Isaac Newton, in the early years itself, he was ingenuity. He was very creatively doing the mechanical occupations. Okay, he had a lot of small tools in various sizes. Everything he had, that all those tools was manufactured by himself only. Okay, with the aid of these, Isaac contrived to make many curious articles. With the help of these tools, he used to make many articles. Okay, he seemed to have been born with a saw or chisel in his hand. The first one is saw, the second one is chisel. Okay, the neighbors looked with a vast admiration at the things which Isaac manufactured, and his old grandmother, I suppose, was never weary of talking about him. Whenever his grandmother talking with the neighbors, she used to talk about Isaac Newton only. Okay, what she tries to say now, I don't have any fear about Isaac Newton because he is doing everything in a right manner and he will become a rich man before he dies. Like that she used to say with the neighbors. Okay, some of Isaac friends says to his grandmother that grandmother to apprentice him to a clockmaker. For besides his mechanical skill, the boy seemed to have a taste for mathematics also. Apprentice to his clockmaker means, the meaning of apprentice is assistance. Clockmaker, clockla செய்வாங்கல்ல, அவங்களுக்கு அசிஸ்டண்ட்டாக வந்து ஐசக்கை வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ண வைங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு all his friends advised his grandmother. He is also, the Isaac is also having lot of knowledge in mathematics also. Okay, and then in due time Isaac would set up for himself and would manufacture curious clocks like those that contain set of dancing figures. Okay, Isaac வந்து now he himself started doing the clocks and all. Okay, அவரே வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டாரு clocks எல்லாம் செய்யறதுக்கு. lot of innovative clocks வந்து செய்யறதுக்கு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டார். Okay, like dancing dolls. நம்ம clockல எல்லாம் we saw in the clocks and all, no, ஒரு டால்ஸ் எல்லாம் வச்சு அதை டான்ஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி அந்த மாதிரி கிளாக்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து இன்னோவேட்டிவாக ஸ்டார்டட் டூயிங் தட். ஓகே, அண்ட் ஆல்சோ த ஷிப் லைக் சேலிங் ஷிப் அந்த மாதிரியெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவான கிளாக்ஸை வந்து ஸ்டார்டட் டூயிங் தட். ஓகே, indeed there was some ground for supposing that Isaac would devote himself to the manufacture of clocks, since he had already made one of a kind which nobody had ever heard of before. யாருமே வந்து கேட்டிராத அளவுக்கு வந்து ஒரு clock வந்து he has made. Okay, the clock is not a usual clock which we have in our houses and all. Okay, the clock is not like weights, wheels அதெல்லாமே இருக்காது அந்த clockல. It is like dropping of water. Can you able to see that picture, students? Yes, dropping of water. By dropping of the water, the people can able to say the timings. Okay, like that he has made one clock. Can you able to see that picture? Yes, that is the clock made by Sir Isaac Newton. Besides the water clock, Isaac made a sundial. See that picture? That is the sundial. Thus his grandmother was never at loss to know the hour, for a water clock would tell it in the shade. Water clock, the time we can see in that water clock using the in the shade place only, but sundial in the sunshine. Okay, the sundial is said to be still in existence and on the corner of the house where Isaac dwelt. Isaac இருந்த அந்த பிளேஸில் வந்து still இன்னுமே வந்து அந்த sundial வந்து இருக்கு. Okay, Isaac possessed a wonderful faculty of acquiring knowledge by the simplest means. ஒரு சிம்பிளான திங்ஸில் கூட வந்து அவர் ரொம்ப நாலேஜ் வந்து அக்வயர் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு he has that potential and also the talent. Okay, now he find out the strength of the wind. How? By jumping against the wind, and by the length of his jump he could calculate the force of the gentle breeze. By jumping only he used to calculate that the strength of the wind. Okay, thus even in his boyish sports he was continually searching out the secrets of philosophy. Not far from his grandmother's residence there was a windmill which operated on a new plan. Isaac was in the habit of going there frequently and would spend hours in examining its various parts. Isaac used to go there in that windmill's part. He started examining the various parts, how it works, the construction model, everything he used to find out. Okay, everything he started doing that because he is going there frequently and seeing everything. Now he is started doing the windmill by his own. Okay, after seeing that his mind is not in rest, he started constructing that windmill. Okay, it was not long before his grandmother and all the neighborhood knew that Isaac had been about. He had constructed a model of the windmill. He has already saw that the model of the windmill. Now he is very thorough in that doing the windmill. Okay, not big in size, that is a very miniature, the small size only. He done that windmill. Everything is ready, each and every part is ready to work. Okay, not very big size, that is a small only. What was the most curious things na ரொம்ப eager curious ஆன work என்னன்னு பார்த்தோம்னா, if a handful of grains of wheat were put into the little hopper, they would soon be converted into a snow white flour. You already know that windmill எப்படி wind வந்து I mean the machine எல்லாம் போனீங்கன்னா எப்படி உங்களுக்கு வந்து மாவு கிடைக்கிறதில்ல, லைக் தட் only the same அதே ப்ராசஸ் வந்து இங்கே செய்ய முடியும். அந்த அளவுக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப நீட் அண்ட் பர்ஃபெக்ட். இட் வாஸ் வெரி நீட் அண்ட் பர்ஃபெக்ட். Now we are going to see section 2. Isaac's playmates were enchanted with this new windmill. They thought that nothing so pretty and so wonderful had ever been seen in the old world. What is Isaac playmates? What they are trying to say? It is very pretty, very wonderful. நாங்கள் இதை பார்த்ததே இல்லை இந்த மாதிரி அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they are very excited. But Isaac said one of them, you have forgotten one thing that belonged to a mill. What is that? Isaac asked. For he supposed that from the roof of the mill to its foundation he had forgotten a thing. Why, where is the miller? Said his friend. One friend is asking, everything is perfect, everything is correct, but where is the miller? ஒரு மில்லர் இருக்கணும்ல, அந்த மாவு ரெடி பண்ணுறதுக்கு அரைக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு மில்லர் இருப்பாங்கல்ல, where is that person? His friend asked. That is true, I must look out for one, said Isaac, and he set himself to consider how the deficiency should be supplied. He might easily have made the miniature figure of a man, but then it would not have been able to move about and perform the duties of the miller. Everything is correct, everything is okay, now the miller is ready, but where is the miller? Isaac was thinking that yes, I have to make some idea. ஏதாவது ஒரு ஐடியா நான் வந்து செய்யணும். Have to make some idea. If I put any small model ஒரு ஹியூமனிட்டி ஃபிகரோட ஒரு ஸ்மால் மாடல் வச்சாலுமே he has to move. அந்த வேலையெல்லாம் ஒரு செய்யணும்ல. அதனால மாடல் இஸ் நாட் பர்ஃபெக்ட். What to do? Perhaps some two-legged millers are quite as dishonest as this small quadruped. Quadruped means நான்கு கால் விலங்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. He actually he has not taken any idea. He was just thinking யாரை வந்து மில்லராக பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்ற he was just thinking about that. Okay. As Isaac grew older, it was found that he had far more important matters in his mind than the manufacture of toys, like the little windmill. Okay. Isaac has made a small windmill, no? Everything is okay. Now he has grow older. ரொம்ப பெரியவனா வளர்ந்துட்டாரு. Now he has a lot of thinking in his mind. All day long, if left to himself, he was either absorbed in thought or engaged in some books of mathematics or natural philosophy. Always he used to learn the mathematics books, okay, natural philosophy, everything. He was not in a rest. Okay, he won't go and play with his playmates or with his friends like that. He used to think every time, every thing he was thinking about the mathematics, what to do, how to find out anything like that. His mind is engaged. Okay. And he was at night, what he will do now, he will sit and think, looked up with a reverential curiosity at the stars and wonder whether they were world like our own. நம்மள மாதிரியே வந்து நம்ம எப்படி இந்த வேர்ல்டில் இருக்கோமோ த சேம் வந்து அந்த ஸ்டார்ஸ், நம்ம ஸ்டார்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்து அங்கேயோ ஒரு உலகம் இருக்குமோ, வாட் இஸ் த டிஸ்டன்ஸ், ஹவு இட் ஒர்க்ஸ், எவ்ரி திங் he was keep on thinking. Newton felt a presentiment that he should be able hereafter to answer all these questions. Okay. Presentiment means முன்னெண்ணம். He was எல்லாமே வந்து அவர் திங்க் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்பார், அதுக்கெல்லாம் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு he was ready now. Okay. When Isaac was 14 years old, his mother's second husband being now dead, she wished her son to leave school and assist her in managing the farm at Ulstrup. Okay. For a year or two, therefore, he tried to turn his attention to farming. Now his mother says that you go and do the work in the farm. Okay. But his mind was so bent on becoming a scholar that his mother sent him back to school. But Isaac was always attentive in going to school, and he was always thinking about the logics, mathematics, everything, all those subjects only. He was not able to work in the field. So his mother sent him back to the school and afterwards to the University of Cambridge. He was the first to find out the nature of light, for nobody could tell what the sunshine was composed of until then. Okay, he is the first person who find out the nature of light. You remember, I suppose, the story of an apple falling on his head, which lead him to discover the force of gravitation. You already learned that the force of gravitation. I mean, the apple, when apple is falling down now, in that only he find out the force of gravitation. You already learned in your previous classes itself, isn't it? When he had once got hold of this idea, he never permitted his mind to rest. அவர் வந்து இந்த ஐடியா அவருக்கு வந்த உடனே அவரோட மைண்ட் வந்து ரெஸ்ட்லேயே இல்லை. he was keep on thinking about that. இது எப்படி வந்தது, ஆப்பிள் எப்படி ஃபால் ஆச்சு, everything he was just trying to find out. Like that he was searching. He had searched out all the laws. Okay, Newton's first law, second law, third law, like that he has find out all the laws by which the planets were guided through the sky. This he did as thoroughly as if he had gone up among the stars and tracked them in their orbits. As if அவர் வந்து ஸ்டார்ஸ் கிட்டே போயிட்டு அங்கே ட்ராக் பண்ண மாதிரியே வந்து அவரோட ஐடியாஸ், அவரோட திங்கிங் எல்லாமே வந்து as if அவர் ஸ்டார்ஸ் கிட்ட போன மாதிரியே வந்து இருந்தது அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. As a boy, he had found out the mechanism of a windmill, and as a man, he explained to his fellow men the mechanism of the universe. Universe in the sense, prapancham. Okay. ஒரு பாயா இருந்து what he has done, he had find out the tools, I mean the mechanisms of windmill, everything he has done. As a man, இந்த பிரபஞ்சம் இந்த யூனிவர்ஸ் எப்படி வந்து ஒர்க் ஆகுது அப்படின்ற மெக்கானிசம்ஸை வந்து he thought. While researching, he was accustomed to spend night after night in the lofty tower, gazing at the heavenly bodies through a telescope. His mind was lifted far above the things of this world. Actually, in the night time, what he used to do now, he used to see the stars with the through the telescope. Okay, he said indeed to have spent the greater part of his life in the worlds that lie thousands and miles away. அவரோட பார்ட் ஆஃப் லைஃப்பை வந்து அவர் எதில் செலவு பண்ணியிருக்காரு, எதில் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காரு அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோன்னா thousands of miles of அவேல இருக்கிற வந்து அந்த ஸ்டார்ஸு, இதை பற்றின திங்கிங், எவ்ரி திங், லாட் ஆஃப் இஸ் டைம் இஸ் ஸ்பெண்ட் இன் திஸ், finding all this, everything. Okay. Newton lived to be a very old man, renowned thinker, and was made a member of a parliament and received the honor of knighthood from the king. But he cared little for earthly fame and honor and felt no pride in the vastness of his knowledge. Newton, though he received the honor of knighthood from the king and he became the member of the parliament, he does not have the pride. கர்வம் சொல்லுவாங்கள்ல, pride means கர்வம். அந்த ஒரு கர்வமே இல்லாமல், அந்த ஒரு ப்ரைட்னஸே இல்லாமல், he followed the simple manner and doing all his activities. Okay, what he is trying to say na, I seem to myself like a child. என்னை வந்து நான் குழந்தையாக தான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறேன், ஒரு சைல்டாக தான் என்னை ஃபீல் பண்ணுறேன். He observed playing on the seashore and picking up here and there a curious shell or a pretty pebble. ஓகே, அது கூழாங்கல் சொல்லுவாங்க. பெபிள் மீன்ஸ் கூழாங்கல். இப்போ நம்ம சீக்கெல்லாம் போனோன்னா லாட் ஆஃப் இப்போ பீச்லலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஷெல்ஸ், பெபிள்ஸ், எவ்ரி திங் will be there, no? All that he started picking and saying that whatever things, whatever the சாதனைகள்னு சொல்லுவாங்கள்ல, whatever he has done, அவர் என்னதான் செய்திருந்தாலுமே that is all very simple only. நான் இன்னுமே வந்து have to learn more, this is not a matter, I have to learn more அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்கார். At last in 1727, when he was 85 years old, Sir Isaac Newton died, or rather he ceased to live on earth. We may be permitted to believe that he is still searching out the infinite wisdom and goodness of the Creator as earnestly and with even more success than while his spirit animated a mortal body. He has left a fame behind him which will be endurable as if his name were written in letters of light formed by the stars upon the midnight sky. Midnight skyல வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அவரோட நேமை வந்து பதிச்ச மாதிரி இருக்குது. அவர் வந்து இந்த இயரில் இறந்துருந்தாலுமே அவரோட ஃபேம், அவருடைய புகழ் வந்து நம்ம இன்னுமே வந்து சொல்லிகிட்ருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. I love to hear about mechanical contrivances such as the water clock and the little windmill, remarked George. ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம வந்து இது வந்து ஒரு லெசன் மாதிரி அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டே வந்தோம். நவ் தெர் இஸ் அ கான்வர்சேஷன் பிட்வீன் ஜார்ஜ் அண்ட் டெம்பிள் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி தே கிவன் இயர். ஆக்சுவலி வந்து ஜார்ஜுன்றவருக்கு வந்து இந்த வாட்டர் கிளாக், இந்த விண்மில், ஆல் த டூல்ஸ் விச் வேர் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பை த ஐசக் நியூட்டன், all this things was very loved by this George. Okay, I suppose if Sir Isaac Newton had only thought of it, he might have found out the steam engine and railroads and all the other famous inventions that had come into use since his day. What he is trying to say now, if Isaac Newton was in the universe, in the stars, இந்த மாதிரி சைட் போகாமல் இருந்தால், he used to ஃபைண்ட் அவுட். அவர் என்னென்ன ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம், இந்த ஸ்டீம் என்ஜின், ரெயில் ரோட்ஸ், இதெல்லாமே வந்து இன்னுமே அவர் வந்து ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணியிருப்பார் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறார். ஓகே, வெரி பாசிபிளி he might replied Mr. Temple, and no doubt a great many people would think it more useful to manufacture steam engine. Okay, even Mr. Temple also accept the same sentence. Okay, he also says that even the people also what they will think, it would be more useful to manufacture steam engine. Steam engineல அவர் வந்து மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணியிருப்பாரு instead of he is going and search out the system of the universe. Okay, other great astronomers besides Newton have been endowed with mechanical genius. There was a David Rittenhouse, an American. David Rittenhouse, an American, is just when he was 7 or 8 years old, he has found out the water mill. All this he has found out. Newton has found out many mechanical items, tools, everything. இந்த மாதிரி ஜீனியஸ் பர்சனாலிட்டிஸ் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கிறச்ச வந்து ஆல் தீஸ் ஆர் வெரி ஸ்மால் திங்ஸ், ரொம்ப அற்பமான விஷயம், ட்ரைஃபுல். See this sentence, but this sort of ingenuity is but a mere trifle in comparison with the other talents of such men. இந்த மாதிரி பர்சன்ஸ்க்கு வந்து இந்த மாதிரி வந்து இன்னோவேட்டிவான திங்ஸை வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்க வாட் எவர் தே ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் ஸ்டில் நவ் இது வரைக்கும் கண்டுபிடிச்சதுலாம் ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான விஷயம். இன்னும் அவங்க இந்த யூனிவர்ஸில் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆகிருந்தாங்கன்னா மோர் இன்னுமே அதிகப்படியான வந்து திங்ஸ்லாம் வந்து இன்னோவேட்டிவாக க்ரியேட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்கிறாங்க. திஸ் லெசன் இஸ் கிவன் டு த 8th standard ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இன் ஆர்டர் டு பிகம் யூ ஆல்சோ க்ரியேட்டிவாக நீங்களும் வந்து திங்க் பண்ணணும், இன்னோவேட்டிவாக நீங்களும் வந்து எல்லாமே செய்யணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக தான் வந்து இந்த லெசனை வந்து உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஓகே, ஐசக் நியூட்டன் மாதிரி நீங்களும் வந்து ஒரு சயின்டிஸ்ட் ஆகணும், ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவான க்ரியேட்டிவான ஒரு லைஃப்பை வந்து நீங்கள் லீட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக தான் வந்து இந்த லெசன் வந்து திஸ் இஸ் ஓகே. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், லேர்ன் திஸ் லெசன் வெல். தேங்க்யூ.